I'm really interested on learning how the two of you decided to come together and partner to take on such a massive project.
So it was particularly interesting because we just struck up a conversation on Memorial Day. I think it was 2018, and Greg talked about us partnering together. I told him, I'd love to, if I felt like it was a great honor. And we tried to think of, start talking about projects that interested us. And I said the Fisher Body, and he said, well, I was thinking about Fisher Body. We had both been independently riding past the building, thinking about what it could become, and it went straight from there. We went right into talking about how to make it work, and figuring out the numbers on it. And so, we just happened to be at the same place for Memorial Day.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Hey, we had a Memorial Day gathering. Hey, let's figure out how to dream about, and I don't even know if you guys knew this, the biggest development project for a Black developer in Detroit history, with a price tag of $130 million. $130 million. So how is the performance and the financing coming together for this, Greg?
It's coming together good. We're pretty much done. We don't have a complete bow on it. We don't have every I dotted, every T crossed. But we're very, very optimistic that in the next 90 to 120 days, we'll have all of that done. So we're feeling very, very good about everything.
Awesome. Richard, there are still some approvals, of course, that are needed to move forward. The city has to actually sell the building, and there's some council approvals and things, some additional hurdles that you guys have to get through. How confident are you in the building sale actually happening and all the approvals going through? How much are they selling the building for, if I can try to get the price tag on it?
So it still has to be laid out with the valuation on the building and its current condition and the surrounding land. And so we're locking that number in. In the press conference, the mayor said it'd be $1 million or below. And so because of the condition of the building, of course. So that'll be locked in. We feel very confident that, after conversations with city council, but that they'll see the impact and feel comfortable approving the sale. But the first step is going out to the community and getting their buy-in and approval, and understanding explaining the impacts of the project, the positives, hearing their concerns about any potential negative impacts of the project, and how do we offset those. So before we get to the city council approvals, we go to the community and get all their make sure they're heard and come to the community benefits agreement.
I mean, it's really cool to hear developers talking about the community engagement strategy. I think a project of this size and magnitude actually triggers that community benefits agreements ordinance that was enacted a few years ago. So what does that process look like for you all? I mean, are you guys beginning that now? The Neighborhood Advisory Council, is it being set up? And what sorts of things are you looking to hear from the community to be implemented in this project?
Well, that process is starting right now. We expect to have it completed, hopefully by the time we get to June, maybe somewhere in there. There's 8 to 10 meetings that are associated with that. I'm not sure what we expect to hear from the community. What's interesting about this community is that it's largely a business industrial community. Now, there's a greater census tract, I believe, that we reach out to the north, which is called the North End, which used to be very dense, which is very sparse right now. So there is some housing attached to that. I'm not sure exactly what we will hear from the community as a whole. Our expectation would be that the community would be excited about getting rid of a a building that has been part of Detroit's ruined porn for so long, that the community would be excited about reactivating a neighborhood and bringing housing into it. That the community would be, in the city as a whole, would be excited about the prospect of not spending somewhere between, our estimates are $10 to $25 million to have to tear down a structure which would come out of the city budget. And instead of spending that money out of the city budget, now that money can be allocated toward other developments and community projects around the city. Plus, obviously, taking a building that has not been on the city tax rolls for many years and restoring it to the city tax roll. So we would hope that the community would feed into all those positive things and join us in celebrating this and getting it across the finish line.
Yeah, I don't think we can overstate how exciting it is to see two African-American developers working on such a monumental project. One of the things that right now is in the ethos is, the rise of construction costs and the conversation around getting Black-owned and Detroit-based talent and contractors. What does your purview and management strategy look like given those caveats, Richard?
So that's one of the things that Greg and Annika, myself, and our partner Kevin Lawan, we always from the beginning felt very comfortable with. We've always tried to use as many Detroit contractors. We believe in their strength, we believe in their expertise, and we believe in speaking with them about any areas where it would that would be a barrier to them being on a project of any size, and helping remove those barriers. We found that to be a successful strategy from a business perspective, and not just from a community or social perspective. So, when the solution to one problem is the solution to the other, then that's perfect. And we were already doing that, and that's what we'll do here.